Hey guys, Trent here, coming at you with another video. I'm going to try a new format. I'm going to try doing some critique, some constructive criticism of other reselling YouTube channels, or in a case where I just think there's some good videos that you should check out. And that's the case for this one. This is Daily Refinement. I used to not think too highly of Daily Refinement, to be honest with you. Also known as 10K on the Bay. I used to kind of classify him as just one of those marketers that have chosen reselling as their target to market, to bring to market. That if they could not resell a single item and just make money off of their viewers, they would indeed do that. And reselling is not really their primary focus and goal. But I think a little bit differently about Daily Refinement the more and more I see some of his videos and the direction he's going. Now, I think he still has some marketing. He's definitely a marketer. He sells courses and all sorts of stuff. But his topics are like right on the money, and I totally agree with this particular video is a very good one, very valuable. It's called Why I Don't Recommend Reselling on eBay and Poshmark. Basically he's going into full-time versus part-time, which I think is the way that reselling channels need to start focusing more towards, because honestly I've never been a full-time reseller, but I can only imagine it's you're taking what is your passionate hobby that makes you money, if you're a part-timer, and you're trying to turn that into a job. Some people argue like, oh, you don't want to sell X amount of profitable item, an item that sells for X dollars or less, because at that point you're just buying yourself a job. Well, guess what? If you're become a full-time reseller, you're buying yourself a job no matter what. So I think that the focus should be on developing that dream of having the ultimate dream second job, in addition, to supplement your actual career. And I noticed that Daily Refinement is really hitting home in regards to that topic. So this is a really good video to check out. If you didn't check out the Craigslist Hunter's, one of his latest videos, if not the latest video, you won't believe what's inside this hoarder house. You should check this out. It's a really in-depth look of somebody who had been collecting merchandise for 20-30 years or something like that. It's just a really interesting video. It's a little bit of a sensitive topic because of the idea of it being a hoarder house. At least I put a comment down here, at least it was a warehouse and not an actual house. But if you want to see a death pile, go ahead and take a look at this. And what I mean by death pile, that's a reselling thing, in case you don't know. I'm not saying a derogatory thing. A death pile is whenever you have a bunch of inventory that you have failed to list whenever you're a reseller. Anyways, it's quite in-depth look at this huge hoard of merchandise that looks like the Craigslist Hunter is going to be able to get involved in the processing of a lot of it and make some profit on. Pretty fascinating. Check it out. Here's an interesting live stream by the RockstarFlipper. So it's entitled Cut Out the Thrift Store and Pawn Shop Middleman. And in the video, he's basically, he gives some tips, but he's also pitching a future private webinar that he's going to host, that he's is charging a small fee for. I think it's like $9 or something like that. So it's just really funny that it's a bit ironic, I would say, that the video is entitled Cutting Out the Thrift Store and Pawn Shop Middleman, but he is indeed inserting himself as the middleman, because you have to pay, I think it's a $9 paywall to get into this. So it's like, pick your poison. Now, I understand, I get it. He only wants serious people to get in there, and that's why he puts a little bit of a paywall. But I just can't help but to poke fun at this irony. So yeah, it's a little bit ironic that, the idea is you want to cut out the thrift store and the pawn shop because they're the middlemen that are charging you money for your merchandise, maybe charging a little higher price than you would be willing to pay, because people are complaining now about thrift store and pawn shop prices. That's what the theme of this video is about and everything. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that the RockstarFlipper's advice in his private webinar is not going to be sound and it's not going to help you make some money, but it's just it's just funny, and I wanted to point it out. Here's a video by Raiken Profit that he just premiered whenever I'm recording this. It's Wholesale on Amazon, the top 10 reasons to get started. And it's a really awesome video, or actually it's going to be the start of a really awesome video series. I think this might be second or third in his series of interviewing this guy who's a $1 million Amazon wholesaler. It's a really good video and everything, but I just can't help to point out that so I'll show you this part
sale
of it right
business. So Dan, this guy, he was dealing with so many ups and downs. You were failing left and right. You were trying to figure things out, and people have really enjoyed that video so far.
So right there, he says people have really enjoyed that video. But the funny thing about this is, like, and this is, I mean, I get it. You know, Raiken is just doing his thing, making his videos, and so they post this, you know, showing 7.4K views from the prior video that he's talking about that people really enjoyed. And it is true, people did really enjoy that video. But at the time of this filming, that was actually, he was projecting the future, right? Because look, in the same video, they're wearing the same clothes and everything. It's clear that they filmed all the videos in one sitting. So how would he know that everybody enjoyed the video, right? It's a little tricky editing and everything, and I just find it funny. I wanted to point it out. Caught you, Raiken. No, I mean, I understand I believe the intent was good and everything, and it's true that people did enjoy the video, but I just can't help but to point that out. Well, I hope you enjoyed just trying something different, a little compilation of some interesting videos I see throughout the week, and if I see something funny where a YouTuber contradicts himself or whatever, I like to point that out. Let me know if this kind of video seems like something I should work on to refine in the future and make it better, or if it sucks, let me know. Hope you enjoyed, though. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Have a good one.